I want to thank the Angel Moms for being here and sharing their insight with us. Wouldn't it be nice, wouldn't it be wonderful if CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC, the Washington Post, and the New York Times would tell their stories like they told the stories of those 2 illegal alien children who died for 2 reasons. One, they had an adult who irresponsibly drugged those kids across tremendous hardship and terrain because they were induced to do so by Democrat policies that reward those who drag those kids across our border. Wouldn't it be nice if these radical open borders, news media outlets, would tell the rest of the story, would be fair in their media coverage? Now, what you've seen today is just a microcosm of what is happening across America, and I'm going to share with you some very startling numbers. All of this is federal official data. In fiscal year 2018, 17,000 adults at the border with existing criminal records were arrested by Customs and Border Protection and other border agents. 17,000. Who knows how many they didn't catch? During the last 2 years, 117,000 illegal aliens per year were arrested or convicted on American soil for crimes committed. Illegal aliens committed roughly 50,000 assaults per year on American soil. Illegal aliens committed roughly 15,000 sex crimes per year on American soil. Illegal aliens committed the most heinous of offenses, roughly 2,000 homicides per year on American soil. For emphasis, these are minimal estimates. They do not include the people, the illegal aliens who were not caught. Even worse, and you've heard a little bit about it, illegal aliens and America's poorest southern border is responsible directly or indirectly, in whole or in part, for roughly 15,000 to 16,000 Americans who die yearly from heroin overdoses, roughly 90% of that heroin coming across our poorest southern border. And that does not include another 55,000 dead Americans each year from drug overdoses other than heroin, a substantial part of which comes across our poorest southern border. Now let me be clear about the impact of all these numbers, these senseless victimizations of Americans. On 9/11, we had roughly 3,000 people who lost their lives. 3,000. We had significant property damage in Washington, loss of airplanes in New York City. As a response to that, our nation came together and we invaded Iraq and we invaded Afghanistan. We've lost thousands of lives trying to stop another 3,000 from losing theirs. We've spent trillions of dollars. Now, to put that into perspective, 3,000 lost lives on 9/11, we lose at least 15,000 a year, 15,000 Americans per year because of illegal aliens and a poor southern border. That demands the declaration of a national emergency. That demands at least a similar response to protect American lives that are being lost daily on American soil. Now, open border Democrats forced 2 really bad decisions on Congress, on the White House, and on the American people. They tell us we either have to shut down the government or we have to aid and abet like they do these deaths of Americans, men, women, and children. That is unacceptable to me. That is not a good choice. The choice ought to be that we open the government and we save American lives. Amen. So I encourage everyone in America to be proactive, to not wait until you're forced in the position of being an angel mom, of mourning for a lost son or daughter, or a husband or a wife, or a mom or a dad. To contact every single dadgum Democrat here on Capitol Hill and tell them that you expect them to represent Americans and to put them above illegal aliens. Right. You know, I often wonder how many dead Americans it will take before Democrats will start representing American citizens and secure our border. It occurred to me that that is somewhat as a trick question because nobody knows, because they've never done it. But if the American people will rise up, then together we can easily solve this problem. We can have the kind of border security we deserve. We can have the kind of wall that cities, states, and nations throughout thousands of years of history have built to protect themselves, and we can save American lives. So I ask everyone within earshot, please do what is necessary to communicate to your congressmen, your senators, and to the White House to do what is necessary. And if you're already trying to do what is necessary, to stand strong in the face of immense pressure from the Democrats to do the wrong thing that's going to cost us more dead American men, women, and children. God bless the Angel Moms and everybody else here who is doing what they can to save American lives.